My dear Heart Talk Yogini, this episode is called 99% of People Get This Wrong. I'm going to talk to you about self-esteem and uncommon happiness and share a Heart Talk yoga practice to help with that. Okay, I admit the number in the title is bogus, a complete guesstimation. But if I were to guesstimate more precisely, I would say 99.9 of people in our culture get this wrong. So, what is it exactly that we get wrong? It is that to find our way to navigate our lives, we orient ourselves to the external and not the internal. Consider this for a moment. Do you ever watch a commercial or a show or leaf through a magazine or browse through Facebook newsfeed and say to yourself, I gotta have this bag, nail color, body, or I wish I had this, or I'll never have this. Now, how does this affect how you feel about yourself and your life? This goes back to how our learning is organized. We're taught to memorize, to repeat after, to be like. We're not taught to know ourselves deeply and to evolve organically according to our soul's mission. Here is where this whole FOMO, fear of missing out condition comes from, as well as compare and despair. Mark Twain called comparison the death of joy. This condition plagues us in the West and underlies all our self-esteem and confidence issues that we seek therapy and life coaching for. A curious fact, when the Dalai Lama was asked a question about how to improve self-esteem, he did not understand the question. The interpreter spent a long time explaining to His Holiness what self-esteem meant. This notion and this problem were foreign to him, but all too familiar to us. I see this condition orienting to the external rather than the internal as one of the major ingredients of the bland chow of common unhappiness. What to do about it? Just like in our culture we're taught, trained, and conditioned to listen to the external voices. In fact, our economy and basically our civilization rests on this. Wisdom traditions from indigenous cultures emphasize direct, experiential learning. Just like in the West, we have learning practices supporting this externally oriented learning, such as memorization, multiple choice tests, etc. These wisdom traditions have learning practices cultivating the internal orientation, contemplative practices involving and deepening the relationship between mind, body, spirit, self and other, the planet, and the divine. I collect, adopt, and adapt these practices. I test them to see what works and how it works, and then I select those that work best for us, for me and for people who come to see me suffering from common unhappiness. And I teach them these practices as part of my Heart Talk Yoga method. Today I'd like to share with you a simple practice for shifting from the external to the internal orientation for finding your uncommon happiness. Let's begin by getting inside the body from the feet up. Let's begin by stomping your feet on the ground. I realize you can't see my feet, but they are stomping. Bringing some sensation into your feet, into your ankles, into your knees, bending your knees, moving your hips, moving your midsection. It doesn't matter how you move. What matters is that you bring some sensation into these different body parts, moving your arms, moving your neck and head and shoulders, and then pausing and noticing how your body feels different. Feeling grounded through your feet, feeling uplifted through the crown of the head. Inhale through the crown of the head, exhale through your feet into the earth. Feel yourself grounded, rooted, connected. As you inhale, say in your mind or out loud, I. As you exhale, say am. Feel the breath moving powerfully through the energy channel that runs from the crown of your head to to the base of the spine and down your legs. Feel yourself gathering your energy from being dispersed and dissipated onto the external orientation to your core. Feel the subtle engagement of the core muscles. How does that feel? Take a deep breath. How does that feel? Does breathing feel different? Continue taking deep breaths, feeling your breath move up and down this core energy highway, dissolving and clearing any obstacles on its path. Then allow your breath to quiet down and tune into your core and just feel. How do you feel? Be quiet. And then drop this question right into the core of your being, like a coin into a wishing well. What is my heart's desire? Listen to the answer. This is not an intellectual inquiry. The answer will arise from the core of your being as sensations, as images, or words. It may show up now or later in your dreams through synchronistic events, conversations, information that will be coming your way that will feel like an answer to your inquiry. Receive, enjoy, establish a practice of inquiring within. Little by little shift from the external to the internal orientation for navigating life. And let me know what answers you receive. See you next week. Until then, stay in your heart.